you seen Star Wars?
I feel like no one wants to have this conversation, so I'm like the awkward uncle at Thanksgiving. I gotta bring it up just to break the ice here. All right. Dave Filoni, I'm sorry. I'm tired of her. All right. I'm tired of Ahsoka Tano. It's been like 15 years, almost 20. Can we move on? All right. 2008, Clone Wars came out. Ahsoka made her debut. Fine. She was cool. I liked her in the Clone Wars. People thought she was annoying at first. Time goes on. We like the character. Rebels comes around. You get more Ahsoka. It's kept going, all right? She's not dead, and we still don't think she's dead after the sequels. And you guys know me. I'm an OT purist, all right? I don't like the idea of any Jedi surviving past Order 66. You know, it takes away the significance of what Yoda's saying to Luke in Return of the Jedi, when gone I am, the last of the Jedi you will be. Well, when Ahsoka survives all that, and when you have this intricate connection with Anakin and everything like that, it kind of, what were you doing, Ahsoka? What do you mean you didn't want to help defeat Vader or the Emperor? You didn't even want to help Luke train a little bit and then be like, hey, look, I tried. I can't beat them. This is a you thing, whatever. This is basically a suicide run if you're really going to go try to face both these. Any kind of context, right? But what they've done with this character Ahsoka for 15 years now is made her such an intricate part of the Star Wars saga, okay? When you bought it, when you were watching the Clone Wars, you could kind of understand, all right, there's a couple years gap between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Anakin could have had Apprentice, and we understand by the time Revenge of the Sith comes around, she's gone. That's not the case anymore, all right? During Revenge of the Sith, she's like fighting Maul and everything and working with him and doing the siege of Mandalore and everything. It's all cool, don't get me wrong, but when you watch these original 6 movies, there's nothing in your mind that goes, while this is happening, Ahsoka's fighting Darth Maul, while Anakin kills Mace Windu with Sidious and all that stuff. Like, that doesn't go in your head because that's not what happened, you know? And so when you add this character to Star Wars and make her such an integral part of it, it is too much. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. It's been, what I said, 15 years. Can we move on from this character, Dave? This is, anytime Dave Filoni does a project at this point, the first thing he says is, where does Ahsoka Tano fit into all of this? And I'm tired of hearing about it. And some people think I'm being a little annoying with this case, but it's been in like every damn show. I mean, here's the timeline of things. You have Star Wars: The Clone Wars in 2008, a movie. It comes out, and it's got Anakin and Obi-Wan, and it's featuring Ahsoka Tano. Then you get the Clone Wars series, and it's following the same characters, Anakin, Obi-Wan, a myriad of other ones, and Ahsoka Tano. Then you get to Star Wars Rebels. You have a new crew. It kind of follows the Clone Wars in the timeline, of course. It takes place after it and everything, but you got the Ghost Crew. You got Harrison Dula, Kanan Jarrus, Zeb, Sabine Wren, Ezra Bridger. A brand new cast of characters featuring Ahsoka Tano. And I was like, okay, fine. Let's go on to the next thing. Hey, we have a new live-action Star Wars series called The Mandalorian. It's got new characters like Din Djarin, Greef Karga, Grogu, no longer Cara Dune. Special guest star in her live-action debut, Ahsoka Tano. But don't worry, we have another hit series coming. It's called The Book of Boba Fett, starring Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano. Okay, fine. You know, she's in the new live-action stuff. Oh, we have a new Star Wars animated series, and it's going to be a special series. It's shorts, and it's going to feature Jedi characters during a different timeline, like Count Dooku, with his own little series when he was a Jedi. That's so cool. What's the other character in this show? Ahsoka Tano as a baby. Oh, okay. What's next, Lucasfilm? What do you have next for me? Well, we have a new Star Wars series. It's called Ahsoka Tano, featuring Sabine Wren, Baylan Skoll, Thrawn, and Ahsoka Tano. And I can't wait for the next Star Wars movie. Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu, featuring Ahsoka Tano. And after that, we have Dave Filoni's Mandoverse movie with a crossover with Din Djarin, Grogu, Bo-Katan, probably Luke Skywalker, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Shin Hatati, and special guest Ahsoka Tano. And guys, you're not going to believe the next film that's coming from Lucasfilm after that. Tano, written and directed by Dave Filoni, starring Ahsoka Tano. Have I said Ahsoka enough for you to understand that this has gone too far? All right. Like I said, it's been 15 years. Can we move? This is not like some big pivotal character. All right. We saw the numbers that the Ahsoka series did. It's not like some groundbreaking numbers. All right. What Ahsoka has become is this subset of a subset of the fandom where you have these people who love the Star Wars Rebels and they continue that story into Ahsoka, and it doesn't even make sense because Sabine and Ahsoka never interacted in Rebels, and now you have a series where she's like the master and the apprentice of Sabine, who have never interacted throughout the 4 seasons that Rebels happened. And you have these detractors who are like, well, Ahsoka wasn't really in Rebels. She wasn't like a main character. You're absolutely in denial. I mean, she's a pivotal part of that series. It literally continues into a live action show featuring the same characters from Rebels: Sabine, Ezra, Hera Syndulla, Ahsoka Tano. The show's called Ahsoka. It's all about Ahsoka now, Dave. Do something else. Can you make any new characters? Are you doing anything interesting? And what kills me, what really kills me here, and I know I'm going on a rant about this lady, but still, it's getting annoying. It's been 15 years, okay? What kills me is that in The Rise of Skywalker, you heard her voice, and now there's this theory that she even survived to the point of the sequels. That is one lazy son of a bitch right there, okay? I'm so sorry. You are telling me that throughout Order 66, throughout the rise and fall of the Empire, and the rise and the fall of the First Order, you didn't do anything to stop any of this. Do not sit here and try to tell me you're Jedi or you're better than a Jedi and everything like that. No, you're lazy, all right? That's just such like a anti-Jedi thing to do. Like, oh, well, the Sith are ruling the galaxy with the Empire, and millions of people are, basically enslaved by this brutal authoritarian government. I'm gonna go look for Thrawn. What? No. Go kill somebody. Like, come on. It's insane. Come like after Return of the Jedi, she like meets Luke for the first time. You know how pissed off I'd be if I was Luke Skywalker? I'd be like, wait a minute. You knew all this? You knew about my dad, the Emperor, and the fall of the Jedi. You knew everything. Where were you? I could have used some help. That guy was electrocuting me with his fingertips, sweetheart. You telling me you had nothing better to do than to come help me defeat the dark side of the Force? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm tired of her. Ahsoka needs to die. I'm making that claim here. I'm so tired of these Star Wars characters just living forever. Kill her. Dave Filoni, if you're listening, and I know you're not, but if you are, I love you. God, I love you. You've done such great work with other people. You need to stop writing your own stuff, brother. Bring in a co-writer. And also, Ahsoka, it's done. It's over. I'm tired, all right? We're all tired of hearing about Ahsoka. She did this. She did that. She's in this. She's in that. Everything's Ahsoka. Move on, Dave, all right? Kill the character off. Give her a nice little death at the end of season 2 or in the Mandover. What a beautiful way to bring her story together. She makes like the ultimate sacrifice to like kill Thrawn or something like that. I know that would make Dave Filoni so happy. And then at the end of the movie, she would in fact become the daughter. Because that's ultimately, that's what Dave Filoni loves. He just loves making these characters who aren't important so important. Luke, no, he doesn't know anything about the Mortis gods. You know who does, though? Ahsoka Tano. So he's actually so cool with the Mortis gods that the owl just follows her and lets her go to this world between worlds consistently. No other character has had this luxury but Ahsoka Tano. All right, I'm done. I'm going to go on for another hour. Thank you for watching and listening to this rant. I hope Ahsoka just dies eventually. All right, I'm sorry. I love the character. Don't think I don't love the character, but I'm tired of it. All right, if I had 15 years of nonstop Luke Skywalker content, at some point I'd be like, look, can we move on from the character? I get it. We all love Luke. Let's move on. Ahsoka, it's been played out. It's done. She has no personality in the show. She wasn't even that strong of a character to begin with. She's a good character, and it's over. The arc is done. We what more do you need to say about Ahsoka Tano? Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe for more of my rants. I'll see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.